Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Lu. I just want to relate a trauma that happened to me yesterday night, and it got me quite into deep thoughts of what life is and things like that. Now, this is not one of those investment things. This is one of those things that I felt is one of those wake up call about life and things like that. Anyway, interestingly, in the morning, I got a text from my sister, and she said that my father told him about a dream that he has, and in the dream there was some bamboo that dropped on my head or something like that. I went unconscious, only to be revived later when my dad, and my children put some cold water on my face and try to recover my head. And I'll just laugh it off and things like that. So along the day, life goes on. And I actually had a first smaller trauma that happened to me. So I think I ate too much cherries. Nobody eat so much cherries like me. Now I'm a big lover of cherries. In Singapore and Malaysia, cherries are super expensive. Like I can't remember, like 100 grams for $5 or $3, like super expensive. But I really love cherries, and cherries are very, very cheap in Europe. Just like watermelon is very expensive here, and watermelon is very cheap in Singapore and Malaysia. So what I did was I ate a lot, like 2 boxes a day, like two big boxes a day. And I don't know why, I think it's too heaty or something like that. And I got constipation, a very, very bad constipation, one of the worst I ever have in decades. And I was in a toilet for almost an hour trying to do the business. The job get done, but it left me traumatized and painful and can't walk properly. Whole day I was affected by it and things like that. But that was only trauma number one, which is a very small one because eventually it cleared. Then I went to the hotel. Okay, we were moving hotel from one place to another. By the way, I'm in UK right now. I went to the corner of the hotel, put down the luggage. Okay, and because I stood up very quickly, and I've forgotten that on top of my head was a shelf, and the edge of the shelves slammed right into my head. Or rather, my head slammed into the shelf. Wow, it was really painful. Boom, I was immediately like, literally see stars and straight away run, just drop onto the bed, just doing this, that kind of thing. My wife came over and just sayang me and just make sure that I'm okay. Not that, apart from emotional comfort, I'm not sure there's any use of it. And there was a very bad kind of a concussion on my head. It was very bad. I just felt I couldn't get up, and I just lie on the bed, still in my jeans and my shirt, and I said I'll just rest for a while. Usually after dinner, I will go for a walk, a very long walk, usually an hour or so. Yesterday was one of the very, very rare occasion I didn't go for a walk. I just can't stand up. And I was just wondering whether I would have a serious concussion that I need to go hospital. So I just rest and see what happens. And I fell asleep. Okay. 1 hour later, I woke up. I stood up. I think I'm okay, thinking whether I can go for a walk. But later I think, maybe not. I don't want later in the streets, I collapse halfway and things like that. So I've decided not to take a walk, take a quick shower, lie down, and then went back to bed again. I slept for a good maybe 7, 8 hours, which is quite a lot by my standard. So this morning I woke up quite okay. If I press a certain part of the head, there's still a sore somewhere. I don't have any baluku, no swell. I can feel inside there's some concussion, so I'm not gonna shake my head, and things like that. It's not one of those life and death situation, but certainly it is an accident of some form. Thank God nothing much happened. I called my dad, okay, and tell him that hey, father, your dream in some form has come true. I did have a concussion in my head, like your dream, but I'm okay right now. Okay, I'm be flying back soon, but I'm okay right now. So it got me thinking, right? It got me thinking, okay, what if the concussion was very serious? I ever had a friend whose son fell down from high places and had to go for an operation because he hit the head. Luckily, he turned out okay. I have another father's friend whose son fell down from high places and died. So let's not take this kind of head trauma lightly. But I got some reflection here. Number one is that I think I've seen this again and again, and you wonder if you agree with me, okay? Often one bad luck leads to another. Do you realize that? One bad event always lead to another. And I'm not so sure whether is it luck or is usually because you are not feeling well and you know, or not emotionally up to it, and then it causes you to fail in other areas. And I realize this again in finance also, and in life and family as well, right? Those people who normally have financial issues often lead to family issues and eventually family breakup, and strangely even run into affairs and things like that. You know, I've seen this several times in life in many people. I've seen this also in myself, you know, that that morning I have a very bad constipation issue, whole day feeling not very well. At night, not in my mind, and slam my head against something. So actually, I don't think it's so much bad luck, but just that normally when one area of life is not okay, it leads to another as well. So it got me thinking that, you know, it's important that we need to have a nice 360-degree view of our life, that hopefully, you know, all should be okay. Now, I take care of my body quite a lot. I exercise a lot. I cannot say I eat well because I'm quite glutton. That's why I overeat cherries. I think that maybe that's caused my constipation. But I exercise quite a lot and try to maintain my shape, you know, go for body checkups and blah, blah, blah. I try to, of course, maintain my family life well, my finances well, business well, and things like that. But it's as much as possible, we try to take care of all aspects of our life. If not, some areas of life go down, it may affect the other area. These are just some thoughts I have. The other one is our life is fragile and unexpected. Well, I always plan in the time horizon in finance in terms of decades, right? So that the power compounding will take place, the nice graph will go up, you know, will become very, very rich, you know, if that's what happened. But life is fragile. Life is fragile and unexpected, right? And I think this one, all of us by my age and your age would have felt it. That life is indeed very fragile, and times you will see that things are very unexpected. People do go. Got a very kind close friend passed away in a unexpected vehicle accident. People pass away because of sudden cancer and things like that. You know, I could be one of them if my head yesterday at a sharp angle hit. You know, it was even harder. So life is fragile and unexpected. You know, I can only say this, some of these can't be avoided, right? I mean, some of these can be avoided, some of these can be. I think myself as a stupid that I hit my head. But I wasn't able to react properly because it's very uncomfortable from the earlier day episode. I just want to say this, you know, treasure your family and your loved ones. I wrote a message to my kids telling about the thing, called my dad, contacted my children, just reflecting, right? Tell them I love them. So I think it's very important. And also things that you want to do, you have a bucket list, checklist. Don't wait until too late, then you start doing. I also want to say this, you know, when it comes to insurance, I never a big believer of life insurance and whole life insurance or insurance linked policy, but accident insurance and hospitalization plan, travel insurance, please go get them. I think there's some merits in them. Please go get them. The other thing I thought of also is that you know, for some of you who haven't still have your will done, please go get it done. Plan your estate, your will properly. Don't leave your problem to the next generation. And count blessings every day. We live a life that's really short in some sense. So I think it's important we wake up feeling grateful that we have a blessing every day. I'm very blessed that I have a nice family. Very blessed that, you know, the children turn out very well. Blessed that finances and business are well. You know, blessed that 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 my concussion, my head didn't turn out anything serious yet. Hopefully, but count of blessings every day, you feel better, right? Yeah. So this is my reflection. Okay. If I don't get back to Singapore, means that something has happened, and but right now I think I'm okay. Just a close shave with some serious accident. With this, any one of you have any thoughts and reflection of this? Drop me a comment on my YouTube video, and also you know, join us on our Telegram channel Lu 1065. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.